got the patch notes. I haven't looked at them yet, so we're gonna check them out together. So let's see what we get. The battle between those who wish to shatter the order of the gods and those who stand to protect it begins. In this update, we're introducing May Update featuring the gods and the God Butcher theme. Okay, so Gorr, driven by a vengeful crusade to annihilate all deities, and Valkyrie, the god of fallen warriors to Valhalla, have received new uniforms and Tier 4 advancements. And then a new uniform has been added for Odin, the Allfather. Okay. Then we have some new content to help you acquire the powerful additional pierce damage increase stat more easily. We have improved the premium card craft system. We have also eased reward requirements and enhanced rewards for dimension rifts and alliance conquest. Okay. The 3 new uniforms, which will be a 40% discount. So Gorr's still universal supervillain. The typical $32.50, but the sale is going to be $19.50. So kind of figured that. All right. Oh, they gave him the symbiote tag. All right. So he can take advantage of Agent Venom and Timeline Battle. Nice. So healing, evil, and symbiote. Okay. The uniform effect, increased chain hit damage by 10%. Excluding bosses ignores enemy damage, decreased by 10%. Okay. Tier 2 passive, he has the 5% pierce, 40% damage reduction, 100% revive. So that's the same. The first skill is just a physical attack. Second skill, he keeps the iframe ignore, incapacitation, paralysis, 25% heal. Keeps the 80% penetration invincible and removes all debuffs. All right. The third skill has a 1.2 accumulation. Fourth skill has incapacitation, panic, immunity to all debuffs, and a frenzy buff. Okay. And the fifth skill has panic and 100% damage immunity. Okay, so no proc or anything like that, but he does have accumulation, the penetration, heal, invincible, nor iframe. So he's staying PvP. If you seen the live stream last night, he doesn't have a lot of hits on his skills, which they do look cool, but you mainly PvP. I love the original look of Gorr instead of the bald look. I like this Gorr better. The suit, it's whatever. Okay, Odin stays universal superhero. Uniform is going to be $1,500. Okay, uniform effect, he has a chain hit damage of 25%, super armor all defense, the tier 3, 80% chance to penetrate, invincible, and an attack buff. He does have shock and silence on that tier 3. His leadership, still the increase lightning damage to all allies and debuff removal. His 4-star passive, ignore dodge and 30% damage reduction. Okay. The first skill has fracture. Second skill has silence and paralysis with a 6x barrier. Third skill has snare, 30% heal, and a 1% accumulation. The fourth skill has shock, ignore dodge, 100% damage immunity, and a 35% damage proc. And the fifth skill has incapacitation, invincible, and a frenzy buff. Alright, so the only thing he does not have is burn, but he does have shock, snare, and fracture, so he may be replacing Loki. And he also does have silence and paralysis, so there's that. Valkyrie stays combat superhero uniform, the typical $1,050. Alright, uniform effect, 30% guaranteed dodge, skill damage bonus damage, and 30% damage reduction. The number of attacks have been increased on her awakening. Tier 2 passive still applies to all allies, ignore dodge, and the increased damage to supervillains by 60% and 25% damage reduction from supervillains. So still a great support. Her 4-star passive, she gets a 15% heal with a 15% chain hit damage increase when attacking. That's on an 8-second cooldown, so she does have a heal. Alright, nice. First skill has just a regular attack. Second skill has a stun. Third skill, iframe ignore, shock, silence. 30% chance to penetrate with a 1.1 accumulation and debuff removal. The fourth skill, paralysis, 15% heal, invincible. And the fifth skill has damage immunity and a 40-40 all attack, all defense. Alright, so what is it? Paralysis, shock, silence. That is about it. But me personally, she's going to stay a support for me. So, still a great support if you want to take her to tier 4. Alrighty. And Gorr and Valkyrie's tier 4 advancements. Gorr's has panic with increased basic damage received by 50%. All attack buff by 40% increase. Max HP for 7 seconds, and an increased basic damage dealt to enemies with 60% HP or lower by 80%. So really nice tier 4. Really nice. Okay, Sif. She has a increase of all attack by 80% and an increased damage dealt to enemy with 50% HP or lower by 50%. Okay, so she had the same thing. So there's that. Now, for the meat and potatoes, we're getting the new Dispatch Sector 15. Alright, and it's going to be a Hydra Snow Mountain Base. Alright, complete the specific challenges for each stage will increase the maximum supply time. You know how that goes. Clear all the stages, you get the whole 12 hours. Oh, okay, you get Power Demirs. We should have been sold the Foul Team, but whatever. Sector 15, you can obtain Power Demirs as a supply reward. Okay. A higher total gross score of dispatch heroes will yield more supplies. Alright, so Power Demirs, they just skipped Soul the Foul Team and Life Seed. Okay. It could at least been Godstones, at least. Premium card craft improvements. So here we go. We have improved the system so that you can obtain the additional pierce damage increase stat through craft bonus options. The values granted when setting 3 to 6 star blue have been adjusted, and adjusted amount have been added as an effect based on craft progress. Other star colors green and red remain unchanged. Craft bonus options have been added. Alright, so before, if you get 3 blue stars, you'll get 2% pierce. So, and then for 6 stars, 5%. But now, after you download the update, 3 blue stars will be 1%, and then 6 blue stars will be 3%, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. The new crafting options, 3 stars any color, additional pierce increase will be 1%, and 6 stars any color will be 2%. So everything stays the same. If you do have all blue stars, you'll still have the 5% pierce. As you can see right here, it just says additional pierce damage 3%, additional pierce damage increase to 2%. So you'll still have the 5% if you have 6 blue stars. But if you don't have the complete blue stars, you'll just have that one, like let's say you have 4 blue stars and a red and a green. You'll have, was it 3? You'll probably have like 5% peers. I mean, like 3 or 4% peers. But we just have to wait and see for that one. All my cards are blue, so. But that's kind of good for like free-to-play players. That can't really craft that much and don't have that many crystals to waste on crafting. So that's still pretty good for those kind of players. The Future Pass, we have Master of Gorr and Warriors of Asgard. So the Odin icon and the Valkyrie. Okay, and we have Gorr, and okay, so Scarlet Witch gets another icon. Okay, all right. There's that. We've got the hot deals. You know how that goes. Other improvements and changes. The Tier 3 advancement material requirements reduced. The amount of materials required to advance from Tier 2 to Tier 3 have been reduced. Material requirements for potential enhancement from 21 to 25 and Tier 3 advancement have been reduced. Materials and costs required for potential transcendence remain the same. Okay. Dimension Rift, and that's more for the newer players that are just starting. So there you go with that one. Dimension Rift improvements have been made for certain features. Adjustments have been made so you can still obtain the progress completion bonus if you clear a stage by consuming an entry count. So once it hits 100 and you join a Dimension Rift, you know you don't get that progress box. But now after the reset, well, after the update, you'll still get that little contribution chest, even if you didn't, help out with that progress. The number of available entries upon opening a rift have been changed. Before unlimited, after 10 times. Okay. Oh, okay. Advancements have been made by the balance of stage clear awards and shield archive collections. The progress points obtained upon clearing a stage have been adjusted for difficulty level. The event points obtained upon clearing a dimension rift stage have been adjusted. This applies to Future Pass, Cosmic Core, Timeline Survival, Faction Battle, and etc. Alliance Conquest contributions have been improved. So let's say if you attack just one time, you'll get 30 Black Antimatter and 30 Chaos Nornstones. If you do the normal 30 times, which is the best, you should get a mythic chest, 75 Carbo, and 75 Soul of Faltine. Okay, nice. So you get tier 4 materials if you attack 25 to 30 times. Okay. Attack 15 to 20 times you get tier 3 materials. And 1 to 10 times you get tier 2 materials. Okay. And then Challenger, that's for the top 100% alliance. Just, what is it? It's doubled. So the amount are doubled. So there you have it. And that's what it's going to look like right there, which is very nice. So you get the mythic chest plus tier 4 materials, which is lovely. All right, and the mythic chest. Ooh, so they did double it. All right, so I guess they heard what Beast Mode said about doubling the rewards from Alliance Battle. Okay, so you still get the tier 2 mega investment ticket, 60 mythic data, 200 Demirs, 120 Godstone, and 300 of each. Wow, that is nice. Definitely nice. Alright, improved filter functions to check if a hero has an artifact equipped. That's kind of dumb. You should know if your characters have the artifact or not. But whatever. Giant boss raid, you can now see invitation notifications via the chat screen, even if you do not accept the pop-up immediately. Improve an issue where the red dot notification persists when card deck 2 was open but no cards were equipped, or there was no applied content. Okay. When using certain hero selector items, heroes exclusive to specific packs will now display on premium. Like, okay. And craft, improve the system to allow crafting rune of the unknown using elemental runes. Okay. Alright, so you can craft elemental runes for the rune of the unknown. Okay. Certain event details have been adjusted. So ranked tournament in-game battle time changed from 45 seconds to 2 minutes. Buffs are added when the remaining time reaches 45 seconds. The hero pursuit game is now set to 2 times by default. And then alliance tournament is for the whales. And then skill name glossary, which doesn't nobody look at. No, but they did add time freezing. Has been modified, and some game error fixes. Alright, so that was kind of a lackluster patch notes, but improvements on the Alliance Battle Chest, which are nice. Not gonna lie, those are nice. The icons look pretty decent. The comic card thing, though, is more for the free-to-plays that can't like just get automatic blue stats. So that's really good for them to still get some Pierce. The Sector 15, glad we got a new one. And also, we are getting another one, maybe another 5 years, but it is what it is. But Power Demirs could have been Godstones or Soul of Faltine. The tier 4 for Gorr looks really nice. I'm on to hopefully I can day 1 tier 4 this guy. So I'll definitely get Odin soon. Valkyrie is a definite must. But Gorr, we're going to see if he can take down the meta in PvP. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you hold off on any world bosses today and do them after you upload the update. That way you can get their potentials if you don't have them in one shot. So there's the patch notes. It is what it is. But let me know what y'all guys think in the comment box down below. Smash that like button and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.